Welcome everybody to another BDA Boxing transmission. This is your host, Mr. BDA. Glad to have you on board. And today I want to talk about the Triple G versus Canelo rematch that's going to be taking place on September 15th, 2018. Was supposed to happen in May, but we all know what happened. Canelo tested positive for clenbuterol twice, and so we have what we have now. No press conference, no HBO face-off. They will be doing some sort of like a 24/7 documentary, but that's about it. The feeling here is that they don't need to make any publicity for this fight, doesn't need any further publicity. There's bad blood now too that was lacking back in the first fight, and you guys saw the teleconference that took place earlier last week, was it? Between Canelo and Triple G. They couldn't face each other in the same room, so they had to be apart via satellite. Canelo was speaking to a translator. Him and his entourage are very pissed off at Golovkin, especially Abel Sanchez, who's been doing a lot of talking. They even went as far as calling him a donkey.
A fucking donkey!
A fucking donkey. Meanwhile, Triple G looking very somber, like Igor or something, I mean, or Lurch from the Addams Family. He was speaking in his native tongue. He wasn't speaking English. He looked very despondent and, dare I say, angry at Canelo. So I think this fight definitely has a lot of bad blood. Now, one of the things that we want to talk about in this one is we're going to analyze Canelo's defense. We analyzed Triple G's defense from the first fight, so if you guys want to check that video out, you can do so by clicking on a link that's going to be in the description of the video, or wait until the end of the video where at the end screen you can just click a button and it'll take you to the first video that we did. But suffice to say that Canelo tested positive for clenbuterol, but like Bas Rutten always says, steroids doesn't improve your technique, and Canelo has very good technique, very good defense. He's come a long way from the young kid that really just blocked shots with his hands up back in 2011, or even prior to that. He's really added some wrinkles to his game, and so we're going to take a look at all of those wrinkles and how good and sound he is when it comes to defense. Alright, so let's start with Canelo's propensity to lean back. What Canelo often likes to do is he fights leaning forward a little bit, so that leaves him space to lean back and counter. Most of you are familiar with the lean back counter, popularized in recent times by Floyd Mayweather. So let's take a look at that right now. All right, there you see Canelo leaning back, trying to roll with the right hands, leaning away from them if he misses with his counters, leaning back from the left hooks. And that's because Golovkin loads up a lot on his hooks, and so if you have good reflexes, as Canelo demonstrated in this fight, you can dodge him and make Golovkin miss. Good upper body movement from Canelo, and countering right away as well after he makes Golovkin miss. See that? Leans back and counters and then pushes Golovkin away, weaving under the hooks, always ready to counter to the body like he did right there. Good upper body movement, moving with his feet, leaning back, leaning away from the hooks again, and even on the ropes where it's supposed to be suicide against Golovkin, he manages to roll with the right hands and then weave under them, under the following hooks. He did a very good job, Canelo did, of anticipating Golovkin's punching patterns. And look at this, 5-punch combination or 6-punch combination, nothing landed. And notice how Canelo always keeps his right glove pinned to his chin because he's expecting left hooks. Very good job defensively from both. And look at this again, another 5-punch combination which nothing lands. Rolls with the right, blocks the hook downstairs, blocks it upstairs, and then pushes Golovkin back. And notice how Golovkin moved away. Why did he move away? Because he knew he was expecting a counter, a quick counter from Canelo. That's why a lot of people wonder, well, why didn't he just go all out against Canelo? Because he was getting counter. You think Canelo's a feather-fisted pillow fighter? The guy can crack. Come on, guys. Let's get with the program here. Again, there you see Canelo off the ropes, moving away. Golovkin struggling to find an opening. He can land with his jab, but other than that, most of his big shots miss. Again, Canelo leaning back. There he blocks a shot to the body, weaves under the hook, blocks a shot there. Very good job, like I said, of blocking from Canelo. Always has that right glove pinned to the side of his chin because he knows those Golovkin hooks are lethal. Look at that footwork here from Canelo. There you go. And he was ready to roll with the right hand. And that's the other thing that we're going to look at here is Canelo's ability to roll away from Golovkin's right hand. He really neutralized that right hand with his ability to roll away with it. Look at this. and countering with an uppercut. Hence the reason why Golovkin wasn't so ready to just attack the way he did against a guy like Kell Brook, for example. Canelo rolling with the right, rolling with the right, rolling with the right. Again, beautiful job from Canelo of doing this. And you're gonna see, we're gonna show you exactly how he was able to pull this off, because the feet are involved in this. Look at this, again, ready to counter with the uppercut. So the way this works is, you're gonna notice here, Canelo, look at his feet pointing towards Golovkin, right? And he's a little squared up. There he starts turning to the side. He starts to turn to his body to the side. And look at his rear foot. He starts dragging it backward as he's turning his body. And then notice that he doesn't back away. Like, he doesn't back away at that point towards the crowd. What he does is he twists his body and then he leans back towards the left. And so he makes Golovkin miss, and he's able to step away, pivot away, I should say, and changes the angles, and now Golovkin has to reset. So that's how essentially he was able to do it. Here we see more examples of him moving his head, rolling away, rolling and trying to counter. Again, Golovkin rolled himself, but then Canelo was able to make him miss afterwards with the counter. Again, good job, very good job, very sharp Canelo Alvarez. Again, I don't think the clenbuterol, if indeed he was on it on that night, helped with that. That's all technique. So anybody looking to improve their defense can look at that right there. And it's a very good job of Canelo. Both guys, again, check out Golovkin's defense. We did that in a previous video. Like I said in the beginning of this one, we're going to include the link. And at the end of this video, you can wait for the end screen and click on it. So both guys are going to have to do something drastic or little changes, I don't know, but to try to, they're both promising knockouts now that they're angry at each other. So we're gonna see what happens, but defensively they're both very sound, and it's gonna be difficult for them to break the other guy's defense or to solve it. Guys, let us know what we got right, let us know what we got wrong. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out our podcast. If you still haven't been checking out the podcast, I don't know what to tell you, there's something wrong with you. You can also download this podcast via Spreaker, link in the description as well. So that's about it, guys. Let us know what you think. Check out our Patreon page. Don't forget to leave small tips via the super chat feature during the podcast, so we can finally get that call-in show off the ground. And we'll see you on the next one, folks. Take care.
BDA Boxing.